Welcome to yet another episode on our channel. Today's topic is the computer. Love it or hate it, the computer is a tool that can assist us in every part of the creative process. In this episode, we will examine the computer part by part as we set some standards for our ideal productive platform. The brain of the computer and responsible for processing data. The main features we are interested are the number of cores with a minimum of 4 and speeds from 2.5 GHz and up. Also, the processor's architecture must support 64-bit, which will benefit the system in other parts. If the processor offers hyperthreading, even so the better. The memory of the computer, or more simply, the amount of data it can hold at a given time. The features we are looking for is the amount of memory in gigabytes as well as its speed. Anything over 8 gigabytes and speed over 2400 MHz is a good choice. Responsible for the storage of data in a computer in gigabytes. There are two types of hard disks. The first belonging to older generation technology, it contains moving parts, it's bigger in size and heavier, consumes more power, is slower in speed but has larger storage capacity compared to the cost of the next generation hard disks. The second type does not contain moving parts, is smaller and lighter, has low power consumption and is faster, but their price cost is higher compared to their small storage capacity. In regards to which is the better solution, we need only to set some criteria. It is understood that we need something good and fast in order to load our operating system as well as our applications. A good SSD with a minimum of 240 GB is ideal for this reason without straining your budget. As far as data storage, a secondary hard drive of an old generation or a USB stick are also acceptable. CPU is the rendering of the graphical environment. A graphics card may appear in three different forms. It can be part of the motherboard or embedded within the CPU or as an independent graphics card located inside of our computer. Besides of the rendering of environment, a good GPU may accelerate our applications significantly, providing the user with an easier and faster interaction. But with so many choices in the market, which is the most suitable for our needs? Before adding any criteria which will make our choice easier, we will first address the choices on the above paragraph. First of all, regarding the onboard GPU, most of the times it is a simple GPU with a small amount of performance that makes use of a certain amount of RAM. In essence, it takes over some resources that otherwise can be used elsewhere. Same applies when a GPU is embedded inside of the CPU. An independent GPU has most of the times much better characteristics and performance with its own memory, often of a better quality, and a longer support from its manufacturer. Let's set some criteria for a good choice without worrying for our budget. A minimum of 2 GB of RAM, preferably DDR5 and speeds from 1200 MHz and up, sounds like a good choice. Also, make sure it supports DisplayPort or HDMI. You may have heard that there exist a series of graphic cards aimed for professionals with extreme specifications as well as extreme cost. Unless you are interested to work professionally in CAD or 3D, then you will not see any significant differences on your computer's performance. For those associated with computers, these two companies are well known for their graphics cards. To avoid adding any confusion regarding the best company, let's just say that any of the two are great with their own good and bad points. In any case, do not ignore the motherboard as well as the power supply. The motherboard must be compatible with all of the above components, while the power supply must offer enough power to cover our computer. No, really, it is not a bad idea to seek a premium power supply that comes with quality components. The operating system allows the user to interact with the computer. It allows access to the computer's hardware as well as software and provides with the ability to change the working environment depending on the user's need. Although there are plenty of operating systems, we will be covering only one for various reasons explained onwards. Linux is an operating system with a long and rich history. Its main characteristic is its flexibility as an open-code operating system. It has a great support with frequent updates by the provider, with relatively less security flaws and a wide array of applications provided to the user at no cost. Linux comes in various distros or flavors. For my personal use, I prefer to use Ubuntu for the reasons that I already mentioned. This means that for any application provided in this series, it will be presented through this platform. To comfort other platform users, we are informing you that the applications that we will be presenting are also available on their own platforms. In case such do not exist though, we will present you with a close alternative. The reasons for this is personal as well as practical. In spite of their rich history and technological achievements and breakthroughs, the Windows as well as the Macintosh platform pose some limitations to their users in one way or the other. My priority as a user is to work in a dynamic environment which is practical and economical. Thus, for these reasons alone, I chose this platform.